We're talking about brain stuff today, specifically an older part of our brain called the limbic system that plays a huge role in eating and sleep regulation. Stick around. I'm Jay, and this is Somnilopod. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I am so glad that you joined me. Spring has sprung here in Georgia, and everything is covered in pollen. And turns out my allergies really don't like pollen, so I apologize. The sound of my voice is probably a little bit huskier than usual because Mother Nature wanted to play a role. But anyway, today we're going to be talking about the limbic system. And it got me thinking in our last episode, we discussed the role that iron plays in regulation of sleep and food choices that can affect our ability to sleep well or not so well based on how it affects our iron levels. So I wanted to explore that a little bit more with this episode about the limbic system, which is a part of our brain that plays a really interesting role. Now, the relationship between our brain, food choices, and sleep is really intricate and multifaceted. At the heart of this connection lies the limbic system, a primary and powerful region that plays a pivotal role in determining what we eat, when we eat, and even how well we sleep. By delving into the workings of the limbic brain, we can gain valuable insights into our dietary habits and sleep patterns, making informed choices that promote both physical and emotional well-being. Now, the limbic brain is situated in deep within the brain, and it governs our emotions, memories, and motivations. It comprises several structures, including the amygdala, hippocampus, and the hypothalamus, all of which work in harmony to regulate our responses to stimuli, particularly those related to survival, pleasure, and rest. One of its primary functions is to guide our behavior through the lens of reward and reinforcement. So when it comes to food, the limbic brain wields significant influence. Evolutionarily, our ancestors relied on this system to ensure their survival by seeking out calorie-dense foods rich in fat and sugars. These foods provided that the energy needed for physical exertion and the sustenance required for survival during times of scarcity. Consequently, our limbic brain is wired to respond strongly to these types of foods, triggering feelings of pleasure and satisfaction. And central to the limbic brain's role in food choices is the neurotransmitter dopamine. When we consume foods high in sugar and fat, the brain releases dopamine, creating a sensation of pleasure and reward. This process is part of the brain's natural reward system, reinforcing the behavior of seeking out these foods. Over time, repeated consumption of such foods can lead to the development of cravings and even addiction-like behaviors. And you can just look at the stock in the Little Debbie company to know that I tend to favor those things, and those cravings hit me a lot, especially with the Little Debbie Swiss cake rolls. They're my favorite. Anyway, beyond its role in seeking out rewarding foods, the limbic brain also plays a part in emotional eating. In times of stress, sadness, or anxiety, the limbic system can drive us to seek comfort food. This is because eating palatable foods triggers the release of the neurotransmitters like serotonin, which can temporarily alleviate negative emotions. However, this relief is often short-lived and can lead to a cycle of emotional eating that can be detrimental to our health. Interestingly, Our food choices can also affect the quality of our sleep, and the limbic brain plays a role in this relationship as well. Consuming heavy meals, particularly those high in fats and sugars, close to bedtime can disrupt our sleep pattern. These foods can cause indigestion and discomfort, making it difficult to fall asleep and stay asleep throughout the night. Moreover, foods rich in caffeine, such as coffee and chocolate, can interfere with our ability to achieve restorative sleep. And studies have shown that sleep deprivation increases our cravings for foods that are high in sugar and high in calories, triggering that feedback loop of pleasure and reward. Understanding the influence of the limbic brain on our food choices and sleep is the first step toward making healthier decisions. By being mindful of our responses to certain foods and their timing, we can take control of our eating habits and sleep patterns. Strategies such as keeping tempting foods out of sight, planning balanced meals, and practicing mindful eating can help us navigate the impulses driven by our limbic system. Additionally, establishing a routine of healthy eating and sleep hygiene can contribute to your overall well-being. So in conclusion, the limbic brain plays a central role in shaping our food choices and sleep patterns, driven by its primal instincts for survival, pleasure, and rest. By recognizing these influences, we can make conscious decisions that align with our health goals. Whether it's resisting the allure of sugary treats before bed, which I cannot do. I usually grab a package of cookies and go lay down to read, but that's a podcast for another day. Whether by avoiding those things or by finding healthier ways to cope with emotions, awareness of the limbic brain's role empowers us to cultivate a balanced and nourishing relationship with food and sleep. As we navigate the complex landscape of our dietary choices and sleep habits, understanding our limbic brain can serve as a compass, guiding us toward a path of well-being, vitality, and restful sleep. I hope this has been interesting for you. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please reach out to me. You can touch base with me at j@somnilopod.com. You can also follow the YouTube channel. I usually have some different content on there. So that may add some depth to your understanding of sleep and some of the choices that you're making. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. You can also touch base with me through the Instagram or the YouTube accounts. Now, until we talk again, please remember to make sleep a priority. Thanks so much.